The Youngevity UK and Europe Show with Dr. Wallach.
Hi, my name's Jonathan Smith. Welcome to the Youngevity UK and Europe Show with Dr. Wallach. Each week we'll go through the Dead Doctors Don't Lie show and handpick information regarding people's specific health concerns. So listen now as Dr. Wallach gives his expert advice on how to deal with the root cause of illness and disease nutritionally. If you would like further information on the products recommended in the show, they can be found in the description below the video. Enjoy the show.
The Youngevity UK and Europe Show.
Well, today I want to talk about autism and Tourette syndrome. Let's see here, things like ADD, ADHD, anxiety, paranoia, all these kind of things, okay? And they're actually all just nutritional deficiencies. And, of course, the psychology profession, whether they're psychiatrists or psychologists, they want to give these people, regardless of age, tranquilizers and, of course, talk therapy. Well, talk therapy and tranquilizers aren't going to resolve the nutritional deficiencies, okay? Right now, there's over 1 million U.S. kids under the age of 6 years of age who are on prescription psychotropic drugs. These 1 million kids are trying to figure out a way to come and kill you. 1 million of these kids under the age of 6. So if you know of anybody, whether it's in your church or in your workplace or your neighborhood or some kind of organization you belong to or in a school, where there's kids with ADD, ADHD, autism, Tourette syndrome, anxiety, paranoia, that kind of stuff, aggressive behavior, get them on a program with Youngevity. Okay, remember, all this is very simple stuff, okay? And what can I say? I get speechless when I think about this. They're talking about the Vegas shooter, killed 58 and wounded 400. And people say, oh, he went the day before and bought a gun. It was the AK-47 that's all the fault. No. He'd been collecting guns and ammunition for 14 years before he shot up the casino in Vegas. Okay, he was putting guns and ammunition in his car, and his trucks, and his offices, and houses, and vacation cabins up in the mountains because he had paranoia. And he believed from the time he was a teenager, bad guys were after him, so he was putting guns and ammunition all over the place, so no matter where the bad guys came after him, he'd have a way to protect himself. Now, the reason why he went after that casino, they were putting on a country western concert, and there was articles in the newspaper, on TV, and the radio, where they said, we're not worried about any violence here because everybody will be carrying. He said, the bad guys after me are going to hide themselves in amongst all these cowboys with the guns, and I'll just go kill them all. That way I'll get the ones who are after me. Okay? And then the school shooters. These school shooters, they've been working with talk therapists and on tranquilizers for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 years before they shoot up the school. None of them were put on any vitamins and minerals. Dr. Ulrich George Klopfer died at 70 years old of a heart attack. To make a long story short, when the family went to his house to divide up the insurance and divide up the tools and the cars and everything, they found the embalmed remains of 2,400 humans. Wonder what went on then. The most successful serial killer in America. This just happened in 2018, I believe it was, 2018. September 2018. Well, let me tell you, we need to get every mom that's going to get pregnant here, get her on the 90 essential nutrients. Every man who's in the childbearing years needs to be on the 90 essential nutrients, and we won't have kids with these problems. Okay, if you have kids with these problems, get them on the 90 essential nutrients appropriate for their body weight. We're talking about the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, the De-Stress Capsules, the Ultimate Niacin Plus. They need things like the Cell Shield RTQ for antioxidants. And I would go ahead, of course, and give them some extra of the strawberry kiwi minerals. Get them on our sports drink, our Rebound with 100 nutrients in it. All other sports drinks in the market are just sugar and, caffeine. We love caffeine, but not for kids with these problems, not with young adults with these problems, not seniors with these problems. You got to get them on the 90 essential foods. Get them off all the bad foods, fried foods, processed meats, oils, glutens, wheat, butter, and oats, and sugar, so they can absorb the nutrients. Doesn't matter if you're supplementing if you can't absorb. So you got to get off of gluten. No wheat, no barley, rye, and oats. Got to heal their intestines so they can absorb these nutrients. Get a hold of the book Epigenetics and the CD. A stick of butter a day keeps the doctor away. Get a hold of the book, the CD, and the DVD. Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Get a hold of the book Rare Earths Forbidden Cures. Go to Chapter 11, learn how to take a hair analysis, and it will tell you what minerals these kids or young adults or seniors who have all these problems are deficient in. Get them on the 90 and give them extra of those nutrients. That's what Youngevity is for. We have the scientific ability to identify these problems. You don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to go in to a hospital to do this. You just get the book, tells you how to collect the hair, how to package it, where to ship it, how to ship it, and how to read the results. Are you absorbing? That's number one. And then what nutrients are you deficient in? Then you look it up in the book, Rare Earths Forbidden Cures, what diseases you get from those deficiencies. Oh, the deficiencies here causes violence, paranoia, ADD, ADHD, autism, Tourette syndrome. You understand? These things are not caused by a deficiency of talk therapy and tranquilizers. They might subdue the symptoms temporarily, but within a couple of hours, couple of days, everything goes back to its bad level.
The Youngevity UK and Europe Show with Dr. Wallach.
Thanks for listening to this week's show. If you're listening on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and for more info on the products mentioned in this week's show, check out the links in the description.